Yes, thank you. I'm Rachel from R2M Solutions in France. And we manage the activities of the French REHAB in cooperation with Doel Innovation. Here, the building energy renovation context is France, very in summary. The market is still very much fragmented in terms of supply side. There is not yet a massification of renovation, despite many efforts from French government and many actors. But currently, what trends we can observe, it's a simplification, which is undergo thanks to France Rénov', a governmental organization. And from the specific point of view of one-stop shop in France we already have several one-stop shop. But for example, for emerging one-stop shop, starting from scratch development of IT tools and apps is kind of costly. But it's also costly to have access to relevant data and to be relevant on those aspects. And overall, it's difficult to have a sustainable design, sustainable business model. But one interesting experiment appeared in 2022 is the Séraphin framework that has been constituted. It's an association of third-party financing organization. And really the goal is to activate the local renovation market and share best practices. So what have been our approach with Doel Innovation on the French REHAB is we gather around us 15 members that were mainly on the supply side, research side. And we undergo some networking activities with those actors during the project, so within this REHAB member, but also outside. And all those activity was supported by the Remodelives platform. So how we envision our REHAB offer, it is a dynamic accelerator for building renovation. A one-stop shop in France and on their market activation journey. So through this REHAB, we provide a framework from stakeholder for activate their renovation in France with sharing best practice, but also fostering a culture of cooperation rather than just mere competition from all those one-stop shop in France that are existing. So what is our value proposition? Thanks to this REHAB, we want to reduce R&D investment in all the IT development by accessing the available tool on the REHAB platform. And it will improve the efficiency and quality of services they can offer. Thanks to this cooperation, and also, as mentioned, communication is an important factor, so it will enhance visibility and networking. Our lesson learned, so we have two sides on lesson learned, one from the Remodelives and one of the more for one-stop shop. Regarding the Remodelives platform and project, so French players were a bit prudent on this platform because to have only a repository of tools is not enough. We need to have the training, we need to present them, we need to organize meetings to introduce all those tools to create trust between the tools that are hosting on the platform and the members of the REHAB. But overall, the networking and sharing experience were very much appreciated, and they were interesting when we present those tools in data. And but what is important that we need to have a synchronized with the national institution with all the tools that are on the market, because it's very linked to regulation and so on. And what we can conclude on the one-stop shop and local market activation, There is necessity to bridge the tooling and complexity gap thanks to neutral, modular, and tunable platform. But also there is this necessity of bridging the funding gap to find sustainable business model, and it's still a tricky part, and mainly involving local authority or public support is always a nice add. And we also need to bridge the trust gap between suppliers and the demand side by putting really the owner at the center, with really have an important factor on the human side of all those platforms and tool and IT tool. And yes, thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. We will now go to Greece. Elpida, the floor is yours.